get some money, money, get some money, get some money, get some money, money, get some money, get some money, get some money, money, get some money, get some money, get some money, money, get some money, get some money, get some money, money, get some money, get some money, get some money, money, get some 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 money.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Balen Spector.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mond. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's Mond. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call. and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Taron Johnson made the stop. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth this salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And this will complete to Will Fuller.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
York able to send this one through.
And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The Bills at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances, because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. expect there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play action. Now it's Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
53 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Now Dobbs. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. York able to send this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Second and 9.
56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen uncorks one for Davis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delphin. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And this is caught. 33 yards that time. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and sneak it here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Alert, 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 alert.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. They've got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll run with Chubb. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. Chubb diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that will tie things at 20 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Returnable for Grant. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. On play action, it's Dobbs. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down. Here's an option right. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joshua Dobbs scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. John Johnson with the INT. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 45 yards.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs.
Connects with Fuller on the crossing pattern.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A give running right is Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now Dobbs. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This for the lead in the final stages. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
York able to send this one through.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Allen. That's complete. It's Cook.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Allen.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just 1-point completion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Dobbs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Buffalo, they
not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for this silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. And all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth multiple chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll be watching the Patriots leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Pats and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
And it looks like the New England offense is ready to go. They've got the football, opening drive. They'll start on the ground with Cannon, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. One more time, it's Cannon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played, and the defense too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brown got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brown gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Back to throw. Brown shoves him away. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It lulls things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Brown. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Straight ahead, this is Cannon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go again with Cannon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Brown. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. No long. This offense. They'll have to be efficient here with their time late in the second quarter. Now Brown throwing to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. Brown going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter?
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Cannon will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's been in the backfield. All right, it's time for this big O-line and the playmakers to take control of this game as we get down toward the end. Here's Brown on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run again with Cannon. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. There. picture becoming pretty clear here. The defense just looking for a stop because a touchdown, and they would trail on the scoreboard. They're hoping to preserve this slim one-score lead. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone of the Patriots. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Now they go for it on fourth. Gonna wind up.
Well, this was a very close ball game.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Patriots' superstar wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the
second drive of the game, first for this offense, and they have it in a tough spot, backed up toward their own goal line. They'll start on the ground here on first down, and he'll get them a little space here up to the 5-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw. Brown. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That's the number 2 receiver in the... And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Nice little juke, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Here we go. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. On 3rd down, Burrow. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Down the pressure. Just inside of 2 minutes for this home. Quarter, they've got the football, but on their own side of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Throwing after the interception. Brown. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Brown throwing on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw again. He finds Hopkins complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Brown now looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriot. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's McClung. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the
So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the... The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. He's got a man. It's his tight end. We have a developing situation here. Following the interception, a golden chance for points as the offense is back out there with a first and goal to go. Finding a lane, he barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. For the lead, here's third and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. We drop you back into the action in a one-score game. This defense needs to get a stop. They need to get the ball back to their offense and get down and score.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
11 Palmer, 11 MT, hey! 11
on
MT,
first down, Linder. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half, ball in the red zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just... So this will wind up a victory for the New England.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me.